I became a corporate executive at the age of 28. I am going to tell you how to do it too. Winning in corporate America requires strategy. It is so much more than just showing up, doing a good job, and hoping you get promoted. Number one, there's an unspoken language in your workplace. It is your responsibility to learn it. You should be able to identify how the most senior and respected people in your organization communicate, collaborate, how they send emails, how they dress. Adopt it. Number two, there are power players in every organization. If you cannot name the 5 most senior and respected people in your organization, you're already behind. Once you've identified those people, it is your responsibility to get them on your team. They need to be advisors, mentors, and evangelists for you. Now, I know I talk about stepping on necks a lot, but I really refer to that in social settings. In your career, you need to observe how the people around you dress. You might want to leave the Van Cleef and the Cartier and the bust down at home. Know your role. Sometimes you're doing too much. Your responsibility is not to outshine your manager, but to make your manager look better. Here's where I see a lot of marginalized people, particularly women and folks of color, really go left. You believe in meritocracy, and there's no such thing. It is a farce. Do not just do your job and execute well. Those are low-level skills. You need to learn how to influence, public speak, and sell. That is the language, that is the skill set of senior leaders. Number 6, learn how to upsell your story. This is so critical. When I worked at a big tech company, we all were kind of doing the same role, but the people who got promoted learned how to grandiosify whatever they were doing. So they would do something that we all were doing, but they would send up a write-up. They would use language like, I influenced, I deployed a strategy, I was able to save the organization XYZ amount of dollars. We all were doing that, but the people who knew how to upsell it were the ones who won. You got to learn when to leave. Whenever your job is at a point of diminishing returns, meaning the ROI no longer exists for you, you're playing yourself. Now I want my women, I want my people of color, I want my children of immigrants or immigrants to really listen here, because there are workhorses and there are show ponies, and I find that marginalized people like to be workhorses when you need to focus on being a show pony. Like, really think about it. If you go to a farm and there's that horse that's just like plowing the land, or think about a Kentucky Derby prize winning show pony, who is going to be worth more to the owner? The show pony. They're worth millions of dollars. So keep in mind, your skill set has to be unimpeachable if you want to be a show pony. None of this advice matters if you're not good at your job. But if you're just behind your computer plowing away at the land all 24/7, you're a workhorse, and workhorses don't get paid. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you want a part 2.